prepare to avoid one? Be alert, make noise, carry bear spray, we didn't do that. Avoid hiking alone, do not run. During a surprise encounter, slowly back away. If the bear charges, stand your ground and use your bear spray. If the bear persistently stalks you, then attacks, fight back. If a bear attacks you in your tent, fight back. We'll do our Krav Maga moves on the bear.
There could be bears. I got a book about bears today at the store. All about bears.
Bear attacks. It's literally called bear attacks.
It is.
You tried to cover that up earlier. You're like, well,
it's about bears. It's about bear attacks. I'm always around bears. I feel like I'm always hiking in places where there's bears, and then I hike alone. I'm like, I'm scared.
Well, we said that Tori's spirit animal was a bear.
Yeah, that's true.
So maybe bears are good.
That's true.
We're going on a hike. We're going on a really long hike and we might die. We're bringing bear spray. I don't know why I'm whispering. It's 9 miles. 9 miles of trekking through the wilderness. We've been training for weeks and we've been putting rocks in our backpacks to train for this hike. So we're putting it all on the line for this hike and we're gonna see what we're made out of.
Taylor and I are about to go on a hike. We are doing a hike to Delta Lake in the Tetons. It's about a 9-mile hike. I hear it's pretty difficult. The elevation gain is pretty intense. It's like 6 a.m. we woke up at. Now it's 7. She's in the restroom because there's a restroom at the entrance of this place, which is awesome. And I am reading this bear book that I got called Bear Attacks. I've been super curious about bears recently. I found this at a store here in Jackson Hole. And yeah, I don't know. Bears have always interested me. I'm in bear country a lot. I hike alone in bear country. I just got bear spray. I've always kind of been in awe and at the same time fearful of bears, cougars, and moose are kind of the main ones, especially when I'm hiking alone in places like this. And so I thought it was about time for me to get educated on bear attacks and stuff like that. I'm only in the introduction section, but it's very, very interesting. And basically, I think knowledge is power most of the time. And one of the things the introduction of this book says is that there were 3 men that this author knows that have lost an eye during some grizzly bear attacks. And he thinks that if they had read this book and knew this knowledge, he believes that all 3 of them could have both their eyes. So like any animal, they have reasons and triggers. Oh, Taylor's coming.
It was a bathroom.
I know, I'm gonna go use it. I'm talking to my camera about bears.
Where's your camera?
Oh, right there.
I was like, where? I think it's over by the trailhead, so let's just
Oh, you
get
haven't
ready.
gone?
I already went.
Oh, you already went.
But I think that's where the trailhead
And
is.
then we'll go.
So let's just go.
Yeah.
And then you can go to the bathroom away.
Got it. Okay, bear talk is over.
Welcome to Sarah's TED Talk about bears. Bears, 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 bears.
Bear. Oh, so many.
Are they huckleberries?
No.
Oh, that is a cool mushroom.
Bears have always been one of my favorite animals. They equally fascinate me and scare me. I have been dreaming of the day I see one in the wild, and yet I'm terrified of that day. The similarities they have with humans is remarkable. Like most animals, they have a deep connection with their young and a desire to protect them. And their behaviors are built on both positive and negative reinforcement. Just like humans, bears will learn to do more of a behavior that brings positive reinforcement and less of one that brings negative. But unfortunately, human food is positive reinforcement for bears, and as humans have tried to coexist with bears in the backcountry or in national parks, we've made mistakes. Bears have learned to get into food that hasn't been properly stored or even break into cars to find snacks. And as they learn to do this, they also learn that aggression towards humans can aid in getting them food. They lose their natural wariness of humans and can injure and kill people. And when a bear kills a human, humans will kill that bear, knowing that the likelihood of them killing in the future is higher. I believe we can coexist with bears in the wild, or at least I hope we can. It hurts my heart that we are killing bears at all, even though I understand the desire to keep ourselves and others safe. But it's so important we minimize this by adequately storing our food while camping and being aware of our surroundings while hiking in bear country. Yesterday, I went on a 10-mile hike that people frequently encounter bears on. I brought a can of bear spray that was easily accessible in case I needed to defend myself, and reviewed the rules. During a surprise encounter with a bear, slowly back away, but don't turn your back to them. If the bear charges you, use your bear spray. If the bear surprise attacks you, curl up and play dead. I'm also starting to read an in-depth book about bear behavior and how to act to minimize the chances of a bear attack. This has provided a lot of peace for me since I oftentimes hike alone and am in places where bears also reside.
It looks like an icicle or something, but it's sticky. It's tree sap.
It's very cold.
I think that should be the intro.
We brought our swimsuits and we're thinking about jumping in.
And we made these guys jump in.
We made them. They're like, we're thinking of jumping in. We're like, we're gonna do it. And then they did it. Now we still haven't.
And I don't know if I want to.
Yeah.
I'm just so cold already without the wool.
My fingers are already like numb.
Yeah, mine's
Look
too.
at it. Whew.
We always have those socks.
That's true. For our hands.
We
or
could do one
feet.
sock each.
Yeah.
Just do for our hands.
That's true. I'm so grateful for my body for being able to.
I love that talk we had.
Yeah. Take us on that hike and to be able to do that hike. Just have the opportunity to be in such beautiful spots in nature and to be able to learn more about bears through this book. One of the things I've learned in the book is that most grizzly bears are normally tolerant of people under a great variety of circumstances. Research clearly demonstrates that the normal response of grizzly bears is to avoid people and not to act aggressively or attack, even if a person suddenly appears nearby. Stephen Herrero, the author of the book Bear Attacks, stated that if grizzly bears readily attacked people, then there would be far more injuries and he wouldn't care to try to coexist with them. But the challenge of continued coexistence does require that we accept some small chance of injury and even death. And it also requires us to be conscious of our role in bear attacks. Grizzly bears are tolerant of people, and black bears even more so. They are also naturally very wary of people, and this wariness has worked in our favor in the past. The problem is our history of habituating these wild animals in combination with food conditioning. These two factors have been associated with a large number of injuries from bears. In fact, Herrero calculated that inside the national parks, habituated, food-conditioned grizzlies were responsible for approximately 2/3 of all injuries inflicted on people. Some of the other dangers when hiking in bear country is when a person suddenly gets too close to a grizzly, especially a mother with cubs or a grizzly feeding on a carcass. This is why I also make sure to periodically make loud noises while hiking, so that any bears in the nearby area would either know to go away or would be aware of my presence. The day after we hiked Delta Lake Trail in the Grand Tetons, which is a hike that people frequently see bears on, we decided to do another hike to a cliff jump. I had my bear spray with me, and I also periodically clapped my hands and made noises to alert the nearby wildlife of my presence. About a mile into the hike, someone alerted us that there was a black bear eating huckleberries about 10 feet from the trail. He said that other hikers were walking by and the bear didn't seem disturbed. We decided to walk in a group with an older couple near us, since most bear attacks happen in groups of small parties of 1 or 2 people rather than larger parties.
I think to the right. Go?
Yeah, we might try.
Let's do it.
Can you see his head?
Yeah, I saw his head.
People passed on this trail.
Yeah,
so
people have
Do you want
passed.
to go past that trail?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. You want to go down a little bit further, Kent? Here we go.
A lot of these people didn't know that a bear was there, though.
You're probably right. They probably just walked past it.
Yeah.
Didn't even
Unaware.
know.
Yeah, I think it's interesting that he quieted down.
I think we should walk past him.
Yeah, I think so too.
We found a bear.
And he's close to this trail too.
He is.
Yeah,
Taylor,
between that point and that point.
Bottle?
Because it didn't go up.
Yeah.
How do you say bear in Spanish?
What is
Italian.
I don't know.
Orsos? Or is that
That's horse, isn't it? No, it might be.
Oh, she's a daredevil.
cheval?
Okay,
No, that's French.
we get it.
Yeah. Right there.
Oh,
I see. Yeah. Oh, I got good see.
Yeah,
Get a picture, Kent.
definitely used to humans.
Yeah, he doesn't care. Okay, I feel safe now.
there's a little window over here. So.
Yeah.
Hello,
Unbelievable.
Mr. Bear.
After 40 years.
You look handsome today. Oh my gosh, so cute. Wait, I'm obsessed. You got your wish. I felt you set that intention.
Well, now she got an SLR. So. None of this cell phone junk.
Yeah, should I take a film picture? Pose.
Yeah, you need to get Ryan right there. But he's also moving down.
Yeah, he is. Very used to it.
He's close enough I couldn't get to this bear spray in time.
Yeah.
Wow. He's so cute. Okay. What just happened to you?
We just saw a black bear, like less than 10 feet away from us. He was eating berries in the bush, and I'm reading a book about black bears right now. One of my biggest goals and bucket list things for years has been to see a bear in the wild. But I've also been really scared because they're scary and they have a lot of physical capabilities. But Taylor's been like, don't manifest this for us, because every single day I'm like, I want to see a bear, but I want it to be safe. But I'm so happy. I'm like on cloud 9. I just feel like I need to pinch myself.
These years the shadows grow again.
I sent my mom the picture of the bear.
Oh my god, what'd she say?
Let's see. I said bear encounter. She said you were that close.
Are you excited to see the moose, Taylor? What are we gonna do?
I'm excited to see the moose. I feel like I wanted to see a moose more than a bear.
Ooh.
I don't know what we're gonna name him. We named the bear Thomas.
How do you know you're gonna see a moose?
This guy told us. We told him, we're like, you're about to see a bear, and he was like, you're about to see a moose. And we're like, it's like too dark to be a prairie dog.
I know, I have no clue what this animal is. Hi, buddy. Hi, we're safe.
He's definitely of the rodent family.
Of course, yeah.
Of course.
He's cute. That tree looks like the back of a bear head.
My heart was beating so fast when I saw the bear, and I also couldn't stop smiling. He looked so cute and cuddly eating the huckleberries off the bush, but at the same time, I knew how powerful and dangerous he could be if he wanted to. At the time, we thought we had seen a black bear since he had a dark coat, but later I started to question whether or not he was actually a grizzly bear. The color of a bear's coat is actually quite misleading since both species can vary from blonde to black. The shape of the bear we saw does seem a little bit more like a grizzly bear, and we showed the photos and videos to a ranger who said it looked like a grizzly bear to him, but it's still a little unclear. So if anyone knows anything about bears, I'd love to know what you guys think.
I don't wanna call, I don't wanna leave you in my lonesome past. So I just wanna know, I just wanna hear you say that there's a chance. Wait, I don't wanna go, I don't wanna leave.
What did we just see, Taylor?
a bison, a buffalo, I don't know. But
I think it's a bison.
so cute.
He's so cute. He's right out the window. We're just hanging out. Pulled over to hang out with him. You're so cute. Oh my gosh.
These years the shadows grow again.